Down the long and winding road of Highway 40 in Bush, Louisiana, we found a master gardener building 5-star accommodations for what some consider to be a pesky guest, bees.
These important pollinators have found a welcome home in the gardens at North House, and TWILA's Jennifer Finley takes us there to find out more about Doc's beehives, also known as mini mansions for your bees.
I'm Dr. Briggs. I'm a retired dentist. I practiced in Metairie for 40 years. When I got out of dentistry, one of the things that I wanted to do was to become a master gardener. So a year later, I got a degree in master gardening, which helps me understand the complexity of the plants that we have here at North House. Over the years, we have brought in somewhere between 30 and 40,000 trees, and plants, and bulbs, etc. When we first moved up here, one of the things that I wanted to do the most was to have church bells. They ring every day from 7 in the morning, every quarter of an hour, until 7 at night. People always say when I feel bad, I go to North House, and I feel great again. The estate is open for weddings, or if you want to have a rehearsal party, or you want to have a corporate event, but it's also open for people who come through with a tour like master gardeners, and another master gardener and I bring them through and kind of review what you should plant and where you should plant it and how you should plant it and how you should take care of it and water it. One of our visitors came over here and we had a typical beehive, which is 2 white boxes stacked on top of each other. And they said, that's so sad. Well, it doesn't look like the rest of the place. You've taken so much time to do so many details. You ought to make a beehive that really looks special. So that started my first beehive. These are standard beehives. You use them just like you would a regular beehive in your backyard. These are just kind of fluffed up and they look better. And we have North Fork Church, which is a church that I saw when we were on tour, built 1770. We have the Edwards House, which would be typical of something that you would see in New Orleans, a camelback from the 1920s. We have the Millard House, which we saw when we were upstate, I think maybe around Pennsylvania, 1877. And then Smythe's Barn, which was on another trip that we took about 1810. These bees made, I don't know, maybe 25 gallons of the best honey in the world last year. So they're just a regular beehive. They've just been kind of fluffed up and dressed up to make it look cuter when you're in the backyard. You cannot have a successful garden, especially a flower garden or a vegetable garden, without the pollinator. And the pollinator is the bee. And the bee will do the work that nobody else can do. That's one of the reasons I think God designed the bee, was to spread the pollen. And the queen bee, an amazing animal. She lays up to 2,000 eggs a day. Every queen needs their own house, and you'll see this queen bee has got her own house and her own little window. I didn't know if I would like retirement because I didn't know if I was going to be busy enough, but since we've opened North House to the public and have a lot of events here, we have beehives that I build. I have a couple organizations that I donate time to a couple of days a week. Retirement is really, really good. I'm healthy. Most of all, I'm happy and couldn't be any better.
If you would like to contact Dr. Briggs about his beehives or take a tour of the grounds at North House, we'll have all the information for you on our website at twilatv.org.
Still to come on TWILA, it's time for some music on this show, and it's not Avery's singing for a change.
I will not sing this time, I promise. A brand new TWILA Boost is just a beat away. Stay with us.